behaviors become they like think that they really did the job, but sometimes people are so comfortable with themselves they really don't mind sharing. So this right now is one of those zero sum games where it's like any decision that I make is designed to chip away at me and take it further down, deeper, the next hole, the next spiral, the next whatever's. Uh, and I think in another 61 days, if they don't send help, you know, we're just gonna watch a live. We're gonna watch mold take over an apartment on YouTube. So that was the first photo of it before. You guys got a good video. If you slow it down, you'll be able to see things. Just the last couple days, I started because I look at my walls often, and the only parts of my walls that are not really cleaned are parts I cannot reach on a regular. Like if I can't reach it, if it's out of my reach, it doesn't get cleaned unless I get the ladder out. So that's what they're gonna say is the ladder because I'm not able to get up there. I don't clean up there. Uh, Regardless, whatever it is, they need to come fix it. Um, I do clean. I clean enough that there's no hair left from my dog that passed away. There was only one shoebox I found that had my dog's hair in it. So I clean I've cleaned my apartment well enough to know that any of this stuff is not me. Uh, there's a note on my wall and I don't know the legality of it. So I'm gonna just let you know what it is. It is this is something that I think uh, the rental company didn't have their people do it because they know about the legality of it. And the person who put their name on it, respectfully, the on-site manager, uh, has asked me, please see below. This is Drake's position on tenant cameras in the building. Per our conversation, please remove any cameras outside of your apartment that are viewing common areas. Permission required. If the Ring camera is installed in a shared or public space, like a common area in an apartment complex or business, the tenant must have permission from owner or property management. Placement restrictions. Cameras should be installed in a way that respects privacy. For example, they should not be pointed directly at windows or other private areas such as bathrooms or bedrooms. Things that I've taken note of, what I believe to be a neighbor who has a camera pointed straight at my bathroom bathroom window. And I don't mind that because I have a curtain over my window. I have no reasonable expectation of privacy in a shared communal space. Anybody could just be standing in their window. So if I don't take precautions to cover my window and make it a private space, that camera would bother me, you know? But it doesn't because I know how to put a curtain up, right? And then there is, whatchamacallit, it's just I feel like the rental company would have signed off on this and sent this to me. I requested 2 or 3 times, I believe, to have it sent from the rental company, and this is all I got on their letterhead. So that if they didn't want to do it, I don't know, they can have a deal. It might be real, but it was something that kind of stood out as strange to me as to why I cannot have cameras to protect myself from all the strange things that I claim are going on. If I'm making claims of strange stuff happening in the hallway, it would be best for me to have a camera. I'm not trying to portray a narrative of people that is not true. Anything that is untrue, I leave people alone. That's what this has especially taught me. But in my life in general, I have done unless somebody has provoked a reaction out of me. So, there's all kinds of things. They want to everything that they say through the V2K, every time they say everyone, 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 all it says to me is conspiracy, because you guys have spent how many numerous hours, days, months, years planning how to make things look like I am the perpetrator and playing it out. I'm reporting it and talking about it live on YouTube as it's happening, and it's all intended to be a setup to make me look like I am the aggressor. I have spent countless hours thinking about what it is that I've done to deserve this, which is exactly what it's intended to do. I've already believed that prior to this experience, or in the middle of it, maybe that's the point of it, that life is very similar to prison in a sense that you have to go to work in order to pay the bills, and that's all you get to do. The only people who enjoy things outside of that are criminals. I am not a criminal. The things I enjoy, maybe there's a possibility of living without, not without, living outside of my means, but they're not too far away. It's not too much of a stretch. I'm not overdoing things. I really don't eat out, partially because I have had my food tampered with, and it doesn't matter where. Like, part of this, what I believe, is partially a setup on you, the people participating as well, because the intention is for you to make it look like, not for you to actually. So I do feel that people who have gone too far or onto another level are actually getting in trouble. They do get in trouble for this. And anything that is able to be discovered or discussed, especially in terms of legally, as far as you guys getting in trouble, you guys are still on the hook for that shit. An NDA is not an exemption from crime. Like, if you are not an actual officer, if they did not swear you in, you do not have immunity. So that's why they're having you commit these crimes, because they don't want to tarnish their good name. So to them, it's nothing. They use community criminals to commit more crimes in the community, and they just threw rewards at them. So whatever genius it is that orchestrated this situation, right? Because as a tenant who's lived here for so long, how is it that one management company is able to handle things so reasonably, yet another is not? The best part of this, and I thank them, and that's what's gonna make me cry, is the plumber that told me that they've already given them a quote for how much it costs to fix the plumbing. And that is the reason that this is happening. It is their lack of action. So should I die from black mold poisoning, I'm not going to make accusations that aren't true, but I want to get you pointed in the right direction. So here we sit with the door open until something happens. How interesting is this? Right? Fearless even against mold, because it's like, I'm not stupid, I'm not dumb, it's science. Why can't I have a bottle of water in here? Why is everything starting to get funky immediately? My body odor is coming from living in motherfucking mold. Can't blame everybody for everything. I had to stop using toothpaste because I'm like, that's toxic. I'm living in the toxins. I'm just like, I'm not going to add the extra toxin to the toxins. How do you go to clean eating and then still have like effects of like stinky drug use? How is it that when I metabolize things, my body odor could smell like that for years? It's not that bad, you know? It's life. What I have to explain it for is for the people who think that they're just gonna get away with it uncaught without nobody saying anything. I don't know how many people you've done this to, how many people talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it all the way into the ground to make sure that the people who don't understand their part, they get it. Like the people who were told, she just gotta look at you, you just gotta make her look at you. I want you to understand your part in a murder. You just have to make her look at you because we want her to look crazy, because we are gonna kill her, because we've been planning this for how long? Right? So, one of the things the couch that my mom got is intended to do is to make me, because I think of all the possibilities, right? And I'm going through the most extreme harassment right now. So when I'm thinking of all the possibilities, I think of what changed, what has recently changed in the environment around me. Oh, well, I did get this handy dandy special stool on the same very day that my mom got this super neat couch. Right? It's a plan, it's an intention. Uh if this were to be as criminal as I expect it to be, does that mean that the couch is intended to be taken out of the house and they're going to use it to cover up a body? Right? Like, which one though? Right? That's why I haven't gone to my mom's house, because I just have a little bag of clothes to wash, because I've been so fortunate and lucky to be able to sit at home inside the mycotoxin mess. Uh, and I'm watching these cities around me go down for crimes. This is beyond witness intimidation. This is proof. This is proof of the crimes they've done. People that are resigning from positions right now have talked about me in emails. That's how big this is. So I wanted to let you know that it was nice to get to see you have to take a step down. Even if you return somewhere else, you predator, it's nice to see people have to leave their positions. Uh, what I need to do, I really don't know what I need to do. I feel like I am a little toxic, moldy mess, and leaving my apartment, I can't leave any water in here. I have to clean out the whole entire fridge. Everything has to go. This is the hardest fucking time ever. But not really, because I don't care. I've already detached from my material possessions. It's just the physical act of moving them out. Uh, all the new shit I just got is just pens. So whatever, all that shit has mold on it too. I looked in the ink. That's where I fucking started suspecting this shit. I got a bottle of ink that has a little bit of mold, and I was gonna just like think it's not a biggie. It's just a little bit. Uh, can I use it? Is that even mold? Is it an ink crust? Maybe that's not what I thought it was. And then this is just happening. That's the best way to find out if you have mold. Get a bottle of ink and put a dip pen in it. So as soon as I found out, like as soon as I found that bottle of ink, I sent another email about the mold to the management company. And here we are, days of people that I don't know calling me, strange numbers, strange people following me in and out of the building. People trying to get a crazy voice file reaction out of me. There's no violence directed towards anybody. There's none, because if you are the kind to give somebody mold in order to murder them and not touch them, you definitely have experience with this. How many people will never know? A hoarder, you will get rid of a hoarder in an instant. Someone who doesn't look at the walls every day. Right? And then to take the stuff, like, how do you get it off your belongings? It's mold. It's on there like forever. So even if I put my stuff in the trash, somebody's gonna dig it out and be like, I got some cool shit. No, you just got mold, bitch. You did not get any cool shit. So I've noticed I've been seeing other people fill up the trash bins, and that might be why. Other apartments know that there's mold, so they've been able to take all this shit out. So what do I do? Do I just like inventory the stuff as I'm throwing it away? We got the first loss right there. That's it though. I don't have a bunch of shit like that. That's like some of the most expensive shit. Right? It's the cheapest Gucci shoes that they probably made ever. And they disintegrated. So that's $150 on the list of shit you guys gotta replace. Shit disintegrated. Trash. Everything in here has to get replaced. They said AI, not AI. AI. I'm starting to mix up AI and V2K. They're kind of the same. V2K voices are saying that they have sent the mold person by, but they're sending someone who appears to be unprepared for what they need to do, and they are presenting as if they're handymen coming to fix the drywall. There's no, it's like bad faith, it's dishonesty in it. They are hoping that they get to murder me legally before I figure it out. I'm so excited for what the stories and the tales are gonna be. But I like that walk around my apartment was so people could see. Uh, like, I don't know what your brain is imagining, but this is what it is, and I'm okay with it. This is just like, I'm a creative. I'm not. I'm not. It's a hoard in the sense that there's a lot of stuff, but I do know what everything is. I know what it's used for. Uh, a little bit of the bad part is my belief that everything is usable. Uh, Trying to reduce my carbon footprint has made it so that I really quickly had to reduce my carbon footprint. I understand it's not the end of the world, but it might be depending on how long I sit in this, because this shit could kill you instantly, huh? Or one of these crazy ass people. So now there's enough mold in my system to make them say in an autopsy that's what caused it. But they could do anything. Like, don't they have a meter that tells you what the level of mold is in the air? Bring that motherfucking meter. So I gotta send the email to the lady now.